I'm really honored to receive this award. Thank you. As Maya said, it's the first time we've all been out in, public, so it's a little bit different than my Zoom screen. So I'm going to do my best to change courses, but it's really been incredible. And thank you, Maya, for all that you do. It's really an incredible job, and an honor to be here with all of you. And to my fellow honorees, congratulations. That's also wonderful to be with all of you. I also want to thank everyone in the room who's supporting this organization, our mentees, mentors, publishers, editors. It's wonderful to all be together. And of course, Diane for allowing us to use her space. So this award and this organization are particularly important to me for two reasons. One, as Linda said, I love to read. Ever since I was a little girl, reading has been one of my passions. The idea of that you can enter into a new world and get lost in a story is still one of my greatest pleasures. And I remember, when I was little and, I'm aging myself, that you would take a book out of a library and you would select it, and the feel and the smell and writing your name down next to everyone else who had read it before you and seeing that was just, such a great feeling and experience. And I'm so proud that I also get to serve on the board of directors of the New York Public Library and be able to continue supporting literacy and words and stories, because it's so important. Second, I really believe in the power of communication and really elevating diverse voices. And it's close to both me and the Lauder companies that was founded by my grandmother 75 years ago. So, I wanted to share with you a little bit of my journey and why this is important to me. So, I think that, writing in girls right now is also the beginning of your career. And that's why it's important to think about, all the steps that go in and how do you want to achieve your future. So the first thing is my grandmother, Esty, was a first-generation immigrant, and she started this company by mixing creams in her kitchen and selling them in hair salons. And this was 75 years ago. And she was the most determined, passionate, intense person that I've ever met. And really, her story is one that, dreams are made of. And so fast forward to today, and as Linda said, we're the largest prestige beauty company in the world with over 16 billion in sales, 25 brands, 150 countries, and it's amazing to think that, my grandmother helped start that. And she had a saying, telephone, telegraph, tell a woman. And although some of that has changed in the past 75 years, and it's not exactly the same, the power of voice and communication still rings true today, and that's really, what's so important to all of us. I've also been fortunate to have a lot of mentors in my life, in addition to my grandmother, and most of them have been women, and what you learn from your mentors has been just extraordinary. And I want to, say that it was wonderful to see the mentors who were mentees getting up here, because listening and absorbing and the power of that experience is, that continuous learning is really what's great about girls right now. I wanted to kind of share some of my words through the words of some of my favorite female authors. So the first one being Emily Dickinson, and she said, "Forever is composed of nows." And I love that, because I think that the journey and thinking about where you want to go is amazing, but how you experience every moment and experience the journey and how you get there is truly one of the most important things. But I think equally as important, probably if not more, is how you actually experience and lead that journey and what that means for you. And so another quote, Maya Angelou, one of my favorites, that people may forget what you said, they may forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And one of my mentees actually said that to me and shared that quote with me. And leading with empathy and listening and caring about others is really one of the important parts of the journey. So, one of the other things I'm fortunate to help lead a company that is very focused on making sure that we keep diversity inclusion at the center. And Madeline said something that rings true, is that if we're going to support and be a company that we want to support the most diverse consumers and make them feel included and be an employer of choice for diverse employees, then we need to have that as part of who we are so that we can really get those diverse voices. And so I'm so honored that the Estee Lauder Companies is doubling down on commitments to making sure that gender equality and making sure that we have our commitments to diverse consumers and community and everything we do. So one of the last things I want to say is you may have heard a few weeks ago, I guess now, that we signed Amanda Gorman as a new agent of change in our own community. And I know she's a friend to Girls Right Now, but she is an extraordinary woman. And I think that is, I'm really proud that she's picked our company to help be on her journey to really drive literacy and change. And we are very committed to her mission. One of the things I just kind of wanted to end with as we think about these inspirational women and my grandmother and Amanda, 2 quotes from them. So my first one is my grandmother. They're both these equally inspiring, incredible women. She said, "I didn't get there by dreaming about it, but by working for it." And Amanda said, "Don't hesitate, don't wait, don't aspire, achieve." So I think for both of those quotes, it's an honor to be here and to support women like that and use our voices for change. So thank you.